What are you chucking out today then?
How do you make money for nothing?
Don't throw them, don't throw them.
The answer could be hiding in the 30 million tonnes of household waste we throw out every year.
Thanks so much for letting me have that. I think that's absolutely made my day. I love it.
That's why entrepreneur Sarah Moore wants to get her hands on things before they hit the skip.
I'm a passionate buyer, maker and user of old stuff, and I turn that passion into a money-making business. I make new stuff out of old stuff and I sell it for a profit.
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers,
What do you reckon to that? It's quite smart, isn't it?
Tell me you love it.
I love it.
she can transform her finds into desirable,
Isn't it amazing?
valuable,
It's quite a statement piece.
and hopefully saleable items.
I'll take you down to the till, that's fantastic.
If Sarah is successful, then she can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
Wow, that's amazing.
Whitley Recycling Center in Surrey is a veritable smorgasbord of unloved, smashed-up items.
The range of rubbish coming in here today is fantastic. From a bed that's been living in the shed to a chest that's well past its best. If I can see potential profit, I'm on it.
Sarah, who's been granted special permission to be here at Whitley, is on the hunt for 3 items from which she can turn a profit.
It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it.
If you say so, Sarah, I could think of a few things I'd rather be doing. It's not long before Sarah, eagle-eyed as ever, spots Vivian unloading the boot of his car.
Hello.
Come
Is it a new heating system?
It looks like the remnants of an old one to me.
Yes, more or less, yes.
I love copper piping.
Well, I know copper piping's worth something, so...
It's worth something to me because I love all the way that even I can use the compression joints and things to
Right.
join it together. Would it be okay, instead of tipping it, to let me have it so I can see if I can do something with it?
Goes. My wife's Danish, and over there they sort of do all sorts of architectural things in their gardens with all this piping and
Yeah,
all that
yeah.
waste stuff, you know.
I love the way it ages and how it looks, and you can polish it up or leave it like this. So and it makes great things like lighting and.
I'd like to see the finished result then.
I would definitely, if it's okay, keep in touch and show you what I've made. I hope I do it justice because it looks like there's a bundle of it here.
Jolly good. Okay.
Thank you.
Fine.
There's a lot to live up to with this find, what with Vivian being so familiar with recycled copper cast-offs. He's bound to have some suggestions for what could be done with them.
Well, I think she was going to do some artistic work, was she not? Is that the idea?
Vivian, we haven't a clue.
I love the fact with the copper pipe you get all of these joints, these compression joints, so even I can use it like a massive Meccano set. So I think if this is turned into a lovely luxury interior design item, there is a profit here to be made too.
It's going to take a lot of imagination to transform that collection of pipes. Fortunately, Sarah knows just the people. Say hello to Josh and Ollie, designer makers, business partners and best friends. These boys use naturally recycled materials to create handcrafted furnishings and high-end interior pieces.
Definitely love what we do. I think we're really lucky in that sense. I think what makes us different is that we have got original ideas and we have got our own style to bring to the table.
Josh's background is in woodwork, but my background's in graphic design. But it's like a really nice combination, and I think we've got some pretty crazy ideas and think quite out of the box.
Yeah, I think it does make us stand out from the rest.
They do say that 2 heads are better than 1, which is good news, as it's going to take some serious brain power to make anything with this little lot. With 1 item already found, Sarah is still on the hunt for 2 more. There's plenty to choose from, and you never can tell what might just turn up next.
You can guess 1,000 times and you still never get it.
Oh, it's a Resusciani.
It is a Resusciani, very old one.
Oh, look, extra faces. Fantastic.
As the search continues, it's not long before Sarah spots something special weighing down the back of another Sarah's car.
Hello. Are they your floorboards?
They are our floorboards.
Wow, you've got loads of them. So what kind of age of house are they coming out of?
This part of the house is probably not that old, maybe about 50 odd years.
Okay. So that's why they haven't got loads of worm in them. You've got so many of them. It looks like such a good supply of wood. It'd be great to take a couple away and see if I can reuse them or even make some furniture out of them.
That would be fantastic. You can have as many as you like.
Any ideas what I might make out of them?
Don't know. I hope it's something more exciting than a table.
I know. I was just thinking it's got table written all over it.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, but
Depends how good a table it is.
well, I suppose. In my head, it doesn't look very exciting.
Well, I really appreciate you letting me have so much of it, and I'll try and think of something more impressive than the table. I'm so pleased I was here just when you were going to throw those away, so I shall wheel them off and take them to my store. Thank you so much.
There's so much for Sarah to work with and plenty of potential. But what would the other Sarah really like to see?
Something lovely would be fantastic. Talked about tables, but that's not particularly exciting. But anything's better than just being thrown.
Now there is enough wood here to make pretty much anything. And so that choice, is a bit mind-boggling because I think it would make the most amazing, beautiful, massive table. And there's something really impressive about something that big. Loads of people keep money under the floorboards. I think I'm going to make money from the floorboards.
There's so many possibilities. It sounds like we need to involve an expert. With over 25 years' experience building furniture, if you've got wood, Norman Wilkinson's your man.
I love the timber, I love the finishing of it, I love the product. It makes me tick. Yeah, there is a passion for it because there's no point getting up in the morning and not doing something you don't like. Coming in and then picking up the wood and then turning it into something lovely, makes me happy.
Norman's passion is creating handmade bespoke furniture from reclaimed, unwanted materials.
And also using second-hand materials. Yeah, it's a great joy. The old saying, isn't it? Another man's rubbish, another man's... can't think of the saying now.
Well, he may also struggle for words when he sees the salvaged floorboards Sarah's secured. Sarah has only one item left to find, an item which she can work on herself.
Oh, wow, look at that. My luck is definitely about to change. Look at that, an old one as well. 1963, right. Come on, lucky penny.
I think that luck is about to pay off, as in the back of Richard's car lurks a plastic heron, the sort used to deter other herons from a pond.
Now that's amazing. You can't throw that away.
Oh yes, they don't work.
Have you had it by the fish pond?
Yes, I bought it many years ago. And the heron is quite a bright bird.
Yeah.
It soon learns that there's no danger from
Oh,
this.
really?
It might work for a few weeks, but
No, they're too wise for it.
it's actually been sitting in my garage for a number of years unused.
Waiting for me, because
Waiting for you.
I think I can do something with it.
All right, good on you.
That doesn't involve the fish pond. So
All
if
right.
it would be all right to have it
Yeah.
and save it from the tip, and I think he and I are going to have a lovely time together.
Good.
Thank you ever so much for letting me have him.
All right, my
I shall
pleasure.
hopefully keep in touch and show you what I've done.
Okay.
Thanks ever so much.
Now, what is she going to do with that?
Seems to me the perfect idea of recycling. I don't need it, so if somebody else can use it and make something of it, that's fine by me.
I love my new friend. What do you think? Attractive? He's definitely been around a bit because I know this would have been all coloured up and stuff, but I think because he's got such a, he is just a heron, I think it'd be lovely if I tried to make some taxidermy with him to make him look like a real heron rather than a plastic one.
Yeah, because everyone wants an evil bird-scaring deterrent in their living room. I think this could be a tough sell. That's 3 items saved from the skip. The copper pipes will be refurbished by Josh and Ollie, the wooden floorboards will be dealt with by Norman, and finally the plastic heron. Well, there's only one person keen to take that on, and that's Sarah herself.
Today has been incredible with such a diverse mix of items gathered, and I can't wait to see all that bounty transformed into show-stopping moneymakers.
Sarah's first stop is a visit to West Sussex, where, in a slightly unassuming warehouse, Ollie and Josh are nervously awaiting Sarah's arrival.
So we're pretty excited to see what Sarah's going to be bringing. Just a little bit nervous.
She's usually got a knack of bringing some pretty crazy stuff along with her, hasn't she?
Yeah, yeah.
There are endless possibilities about what you can do with copper pipe, and whenever I see it, I always want to pick it up. And I'm just hoping that Josh and Ollie are going to have some original ideas of what I can do with it.
Hopefully it's something that we can see some real good potential in and, yeah, make something real nice.
Yeah, hopefully.
Having copped a load of the copper tubing, and with Sarah seeing endless possibilities, the pressure is on to pipe up with some plans to produce a profit.
Loads of it.
Yeah. It's a good one.
In this process, it's all about the end product and what you can make and then what I can sell it for. So I'm after really commercial stuff that has got a great high-end value. So I don't know what kind of stuff you've done with copper before.
It could be something ornamental, maybe candle holders or something, where we could make quite a collection of them that would have quite a good value to them.
That sounds cool.
That could be something we could do.
We've done something similar in the past where we've just used a little bit of copper and then on the lathes we've turned like a base or you know, some other wooden element. You've got this kind of natural verdigris of the copper.
Yeah, those two textures together are beautiful, aren't they?
It just works so well together, the colour combinations. And I think using all of the copper for products like this, I think would be a great use.
So the boys are thinking of candlesticks, using the copper pipe and adding wood-turned bases. With this amount of copper, a whole collection would be possible. But it's important to keep costs under control, as Sarah's all about making a profit.
OK, so maybe it's better for me to, like, set you a budget and you just go crazy for the budget and stop when you stop. If
yeah? What kind of figure did you have in mind?
If I left you with kind of like 300 quid.
I think that gives us more freedom to kind of experiment and, you know, see what comes out at the end and just kind of, yeah, go crazy with it all, so.
Crazy sounds great. Great. Give me a shout if you've got any problems, if you have any more mad ideas, you know, just go for your lives, OK?
All right,
Thanks ever so much.
Cheers, Sarah. It's nice when you get something like this because you can experiment with the material and there's enough of it here where we can make a couple of mistakes, but at the end of the day we can have a really good range, a good selection of different products on offer, so I think this is good.
This might sound a bit silly because we're just talking about a load of copper pipes, but there is a real sense of excitement in that workshop and I cannot wait to see what those boys produce.
With a budget of £300 and free range to go crazy, what could possibly go wrong? Sarah's next stop takes her to the picturesque village of Hellingley in East Sussex. Not known as a hotbed of creativity, but home nonetheless to Just Jones, where Norman Wilkinson specialises in making new from old.
I think it's going to be great fun just to see what we've got to do. But my worst nightmare, I think, was to have something in flat pack to think, hey, what are we going to do with it? What a disaster.
Luckily, there's nothing flat-packed about this little lot. And with so much material, thinking of something more impressive than a table should be easy, right?
I'm hoping that is a tempting little pile of floorboards that Norman will be pleased to take on to turn into something amazing. There's lots to work with here. Let's see what he comes up with.
Something amazing. No pressure there then, Norman.
Oh.
Sarah, how are you?
Yeah, I'm really well. How are things?
Yeah, they're good. They're good. Floorboards.
Yeah, not just these. Check this lot out.
Oh, look at them.
Hundreds of them.
Fantastic. That is what I love.
Brilliant.
Floorboards.
Here, you have this lot.
Thank
Shall I
you very
load
much.
you a few more up and we can...
Well, who would have thought that in East Sussex, the way to a man's heart is with a big pile of old planks?
Let's take these in and I'll come back to some more.
Brilliant. Volume with that lot. Heaps there, aren't they?
Lovely, aren't they? Loads and loads of lovely floorboards.
So the really obvious thing is to make a lovely plank top table out of it.
Why can't we be a bit more exciting?
Something other than a table, perhaps.
I think we've got all this timber here. Why don't we do something creative? We're going to get, say, this first piece of board.
Yep.
And then we'll cut a size, and we might start with, say, a square.
Right.
And then here we might then do 3 other bits. And then we might then cut another one to go round that corner like that. I reckon we could make a good 6 foot by 36 dining table.
Ah, so we're going with a table then. At least this one sounds interesting.
These are a set of legs that we had, but we could actually use these, and it'll give it a really cool look.
Okay, and in terms of the finish you get on the leg, what do you leave it just like that?
No, we'll clean it up with a wire brush, give it a good old clean with a wire brush, and then we'll wax it, and then it'll give it a really nice tactile feel as well, and it'll make it go darker, but it just makes it go lovely.
Okay, I'm really bought in on those. I think they are beautiful and they add that kind of finesse, adding that metal.
Yeah.
Industrial feel legs to complement the intricate wooden top design. Sounds time-consuming and expensive.
To make it all into a lovely saleable item, you'll be looking at $975.
Okay.
With the metal legs, it'll give it a lovely twist, and we'll have a little bit of industrial with everything else, and I think it'll be on the money.
975, so you're teasing me at under 1,000 there, aren't you? You're trying to win me over.
I'm trying.
Because at 1,000, you know, basically, to commission something for £1,000, I really want this to pack a punch. I want to be selling it.
It will pack a punch, I promise you.
Okay.
And you'll have a good retail profit.
Okay. I think I think I'm fine to say.
Yeah?
Yes, go for it.
Fantastic, well done.
Cool. See you soon.
See you soon. I think we've got a great project, great material. Timber's lovely, you know, you can look at it, you can read it, and it's what we're used to working in, so I think, you know, really am looking forward to it.
I always get the heebie-jeebies when I commission something that's nearly £1,000. But dining tables always sell well. Norman is talking a really good game, and fingers crossed I can make some money on it too.
This is a serious outlay of almost £1,000 in costs. Can Norman really come up with something that will make Sarah a profit? Back home in idyllic West Sussex, where wildlife is in abundance, Sarah has been inspired with her very own project. They say that a bird in the hand is worth 2 in a bush. Perhaps that's where this bird should have been left, in a bush.
I have been dying to get started on this piece of pond life. I have got great plans for him. I want to cover him in fabric and turn him into really high-end taxidermy sculpture. I'm going to start off, I think, by putting some fabric on his beak and begin the transformation.
Sarah is about to cover this heron with coloured fabric to make him look more realistic. This I can't wait to see.
This isn't completely natural, but I think it'll be pretty effective by the time it's all in place. I'm cutting out some little grey feather-shaped pieces so I can start building up the pattern that the feathers make all along this head section and down here. I've put layers and layers of little trimmings of linen across this top bit here to try and make it look like that fluffy Mohican that the heron has. I've cut little strips of it like this, and if I just lay them on and layer them up, hopefully he's beginning to get that really menacing heron look again.
Herons are unmistakable in their natural appearance and can be found in all areas of the UK all year round, as they are birds which do not migrate. Interesting.
Looks more like emu. Oh no, where do I take these things on?
Unlike emus, herons eat lots of fish, but they're also partial to other small birds, small mammals and even rodents. Interesting.
You can buy a little plastic heron like this for about 35 quid in a pet shop to keep the herons away from your goldfish. I'm hoping I'm going to make 3 times that at least, if we can make it look really good.
That's certainly the challenge here, Sarah. And you still have some way to go. With the offcuts of material sourced for free, the only costs so far have been just £7. The question is, will somebody actually want it when it's finished? Back in West Sussex, the boys have taken Sarah's words regarding mad ideas to heart. And if their plans are anything to go by, things are about to hot up around here.
What we want to do is probably use some of this bigger pipe to make our candelabras, and anything we've got left over, then we can melt down to make the joints.
So we'll probably chop up most of the skinny stuff, because we want to create like a solid bar of copper where we'd have the bigger tubes kind of coming out of the bar. So that would be our like candle holder part, and then we're going to turn a wooden base to it as well.
This is sounding more and more ambitious. Josh and Ollie start on their classic candelabras by cutting up the copper that they intend to melt down. The boys plan to use a method of casting called the lost wax method, although with a slight twist on this occasion, it will be a lost polystyrene method.
That works. Just a tiny bit.
The idea is that the desired look of the final item is created using polystyrene, which, once in contact with molten copper, burns away, leaving an exact shape mould.
With this polystyrene idea, it's not definitely going to work. We have tried it a couple of times before and managed to get something out of it, so just hope that it will work today.
Not only is this their own method of casting they're trying out, but they will also be using their own homemade furnace. Yikes! The boys have lined half an oil barrel with heat-resistant cement and have built an air duct at the bottom to which a hairdryer will be attached. They're about to heat copper to above 1,000 degrees. Good luck, guys.
I've got a feeling it could go really bad.
Why?
Once the molten copper gets into this bit, it could just run all down these pipes.
That's absolutely what's going to happen, isn't it?
So we either go for it or try and prevent that.
It's making us look heavily stupid right now. To be honest, this is half the fun. I mean, if everything went smooth, it'd be pretty boring, you know? So this is where it gets interesting.
Having spotted a flaw in their casting plan, the boys choose the prevention route rather than just going for it. By packing sand into the bottom of the pipes, the hope is that the molten copper will be prevented from escaping down the hollow tubes.
And it's only until you do stuff that you realise where the problems are going to come from. Because you write this down on paper and you can't really see that happening. So you've got to actually get out there and do it before you realise where the potential mistakes are going to come from.
If you say so, Josh. In such critical operations as this, teamwork is everything and clear communication is key.
Yeah, I think it's going all right, isn't it? It's heated up pretty quick, and
pipes just disappear into nothing.
I know. Yeah, they don't add up to too much.
Once the pipes have melted down, Josh pours the molten copper into the mould. Hopefully this polystyrene mould works. The moment of truth, guys.
Wow, look at that. That's cool.
Sweet.
I like the green bits around it.
Yeah, hopefully that'll keep some of that colour. It's pretty rough. Well, no, it's smooth, but like, you got like the pipes kind of half showing.
Yeah, come on.
The homemade furnace has worked like a dream, melting the copper down. The casting, however, has not gone quite to plan, leaving the boys with some work to do if a profit is still to be in the pipeline. Back in East Sussex, Norman is embarking on making a complex mosaic tabletop out of the old floorboards Sarah left behind. Not as simple as it sounds.
Today we're going to start the table with the floorboards. We've already pre-cut the size of the table, so this is the size of what we're going to be working on. So we're going to start in obviously one corner because it's the easiest part. And I'm thinking that we're going to go there, cut across the saw there, and then we can then use that to start and then start working away across the piece.
Norman's first task is to cut the floorboards into all sorts of different shapes and sizes.
To make it stand out, we want to chamfer all the edges. So we get a plane, and as you can see, we're just taking the edges off. They don't, you know, if one's a bit more than the other, it doesn't matter because it'll all add to its charm. The challenge is just keep concentrating and get it right, and hopefully we don't go out of the square. Because 9 times out of 10 we do. So, you know, we cut it and then we put it down and, you know, you don't quite get it on the edge and we lose what we're doing. So we've really got to make sure we're doing it right. So
Norman is using an MDF base to stick the small pieces of floorboards to with both wood glue and nails.
And also we try and get some of the grain going the other way, because then obviously when we come to strip it and polish it, it's so much better having the grains going in a different way because it'll give it another different look and another different texture. So again, we've got to take the just take the edge off.
With so many blocks to cut and with no definitive plan to follow, it would be easy for things to go wrong. So it's important for Norman to maintain a focus on the task in hand.
It's fun, but then also when you're playing with the bricks and trying to make it work, it can do your head in as well, you know, because you know, you're doing so many blocks and all of a sudden your mind's going everywhere. So sometimes you have to stop for 10 minutes, really think, and then see where you're going again. I imagine when I go into bed tonight, I'll be thinking blocks, won't I? That's all I see, you know. Instead of counting sheep, I can count blocks. And then when I put it down.
At a cost of almost £1,000, this project is certainly enough to cause a few sleepless nights. Let's just hope when it's finished, Sarah is able to make a profit from all those fragments of floorboards.
I've made a real mess here, but I have got some lovely green velvet. I'm going to cover this base with some green velvet, so he looks like he's standing on a beautiful mossy riverbank. Finish up here, and then he should look fantastic.
You certainly can't fault Sarah for effort with this one. She's managed to turn what was an unremarkable bird scarer into a remarkably scary bird. When Sarah collected him, this heron was destined for the dump. With a little fabric, pots and pots of glue, and what looks like a bandage, he now stands proud, clothed in his plumage of many colours.
So hopefully Heron has made a transformation from pond-side predator to a top-end taxidermy.
With the heron all ready to fly the nest, Sarah takes photos to show its splendour. So, who would want a 2-foot plastic heron? Well, they did. Perhaps for obvious reasons. Surprisingly, this little pub in Havant didn't have its own heron. It does now. Sarah met Richard holding a heron at the Whitley Recycling Center.
You can't throw that away.
Oh yes, they don't work.
An ineffectual bird scarer certainly wasn't about to scare Sarah.
I think I can do something with this.
All right. Good on you.
Sarah set about styling the bird and luckily knew of a Heronless pub who were keen to take it off her hands. Now, Sarah has returned to near Whitley to update Richard on his old bit of pond life.
Hi, Richard.
Hello.
Lovely to see you again. Yeah, you're not in your tip kit, are you?
No, definitely not.
I've just come back to catch up with you with your heron.
Right.
Well, he's taken flight again. He has been transformed, and I've got a few pictures here to show you of what happened to him.
Let's see.
So he was given a new set of feathers, and he's been completely covered in a linen plumage.
Goodness. I love the way you've done the feathers here. That's really good.
Oh,
yeah,
thank you.
You've done a fabulous job.
He is being used as a decoration for a pub, and I have £50 here for you.
Cool, that's marvellous. But I shall give this to charity.
Okay.
Probably RNID, which is one of the charities I support.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, well, I think that's good news that that heron has been transformed. He's come out of hibernation, and now to support something like that, that's lovely. Thank you so much for letting me have your heron. Lovely to see you again.
Pleasure. Thank you for letting me see the end result.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Okay. Take care.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
The heron transformation cost Sarah just £7 in total. £5 for the plinth and £2 for the glue. And with the new feathered friend selling for £57, that left a profit of £50 to be handed back to Richard.
Well, I love it when the projects are a little bit of a surprise, and I think Richard was really pleased to see what had happened to his heron, and I'm pleased that it's got a new home and I've handed over some money for nothing.
With a bird no longer in hand, Sarah's heading back to West Sussex to catch up with Ollie and Josh, with whom she left a treasure trove of old copper pipes.
So I left Josh and Ollie with a mission. They had £300 and a pile of copper pipe to transform into something saleable that I can make a profit from.
How did Josh and Ollie feel about Sarah's visit?
Confident. I'm ready. I think she's going to like this. They're pretty fun, so yeah, I think she's going to react well to these.
Sarah left behind the remnants of an old heating system in the form of a jumble of copper pipes. Ollie and Josh have heated and polished, hammered and chiselled, and with a lot of trial and the odd bit of error, they've created a magnificent modern stylish range of candlesticks and flower holders.
Wow! They are fantastic. They are beautiful. They are lovely.
Thank you.
Great group together, aren't they?
Yeah.
And boy, you've had some fun with that lot, haven't you? Let's see those. So talk me through that. What have you done?
Well, yeah, this was the mission. The original idea was to use some of the copper pipes to obviously melt down and make these, but our setup is sketchy. So we've made our own furnace and it doesn't always work to plan.
Although our kind of setup is quite sketchy, I think that is kind of what makes them quite nice, because they're not very, they're all kind of bubbly, and that kind of adds to the charm of them.
I really like the way you have polished and not polished and got that contrast and stuff going on. They are going to sell instantly. People are going to make these, people are going to copy you making these, because when you get hold of one for the first time, you just want to touch it, don't you, and get your hands on it, and it's, I think that you've done really well. 300 quid? Budget? Is
Fine
that
for us.
Yeah?
Yeah. I hope you can make some money on top of that.
I'd say that's £300 well invested. With so little to work with, the boys have created a range that will hopefully provide a copper-bottomed return.
Well, never mind molten metal, those boys are on fire, aren't they? I absolutely love their copper collection, and I think there's cash to be made here.
When Sarah met him at the tip in Whitley, Vivian had already seen the potential in his copper cast-offs.
My wife's Danish, and over there they sort of do all sorts of architectural things in their gardens with all this piping.
Sarah took a shine to the cast-off plumbing, and Vivian had ideas as to what they could become.
I think she was going to do some artistic work, was she not? Is that the idea?
In the end, it was Josh and Ollie with the adventurous artistic ideas. Their beautiful collection was quickly snapped up by Nick, who runs the online shop Smithers of Stamford.
Is it the kind of thing you think you might want to buy?
I think definitely they'll do well on the website, yeah.
That's got retail potential. That's front cover of like serious style magazines. It's got such a great look, hasn't it? Yeah, I want that one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll sell it to you if you want.
Cheeky. I'll do the jokes round here, thank you. With a final cost of £300 to transform the old copper pipes, and with Nick agreeing to pay £400 to take them all, that's a neat profit of £100.
Well, Josh and Ollie certainly worked their magic on those copper pipes, but unfortunately I haven't been able to get hold of Vivian, who dropped them off at the tip. So I'm going to make sure that the £100 worth of profit goes straight to children in need.
The copper pipe creations have been a huge success, and the Heron makeover is, well, at least it's finished. So Sarah has returned to East Sussex, where Norman has been piecing together his Mosaic-style table.
I left Norman with a lovely lot of floorboards and nearly £1,000 worth of budget. So I hope he's managed to transform them into something truly saleable, because at that price, it's going to have to be fantastic if I'm going to make a profit.
When Sarah dropped off the tired old timber, it was literally just a pile of old planks. Norman has painstakingly cut and levelled each individual piece so they fit together to create a tabletop which is totally unique. Norman's chosen wooden legs to complement the top instead of Sarah's much-loved metal legs. So, how's she going to react?
Well, how are you?
Yeah, good.
Wow. How on earth did you do that? It must have taken hours.
Too many.
Too many hours.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound good for budget.
No. We didn't use the metal legs.
I said, where are my legs gone?
Yes, we looked at them and we didn't feel it worked, so we've done the whole painted base. But we think it actually works and picks the top out and really shows it off.
It's a big old chunk, isn't it?
It's lovely.
Yeah, it's definitely got a surface on it that you want to touch. There's not a lot of the black and the stuff left on it.
No, obviously we've stripped it because you have to strip it and then even up, the cuts and everything. So that's what we do. But obviously there are different shades of timber and everything.
Yeah. Well, it certainly looks like hours and hours of work. It's an intricate top, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it took longer than we thought because we've used obviously smaller blocks than we maybe would.
I know you said before it's like it depends on your mood.
Oh, so definitely.
Was it all right? Did it get you in trouble, or was it okay?
No. I mean, obviously sometimes it takes you half an hour or something to get into it, and you scratch it and you can't think where you're going. Then all of a sudden you get into it and you just lose yourself. And then you go into a different direction.
I can see you, got lost around here. There's some really little bits.
Yeah, that's the M25.
Yeah. I don't think perfection means things have to be perfect. I think this is, yeah. You're work in progress, aren't you?
Yeah, precisely, yeah.
Excellent.
I don't think we'll ever get there.
The original budget was £975 using the reclaimed metal legs. With a change of plan to much cheaper, although no less classy, pine legs, what difference will that make to the final cost?
So what are you saying, £850?
£850.
£850. Well, I really appreciate that. Nobody is ever going to have one just like this.
I know, but when I say it, I just want to cry.
I'm sending a courier. Make sure you wrap it up, all right?
Yeah, I'll do the cheese. I'll mop them up.
Thanks, Norman. Bye.
Wow, that's a whopping reduction of £125. No wonder Sarah has a spring in her step.
Sometimes it's not always about the money, it's about making the piece work. Someone's going to love it one day. That's the best thing about it. Some family, whoever it is, are going to enjoy it and love it and cherish it.
Well, if you're going to have a table that's got crazy paving all over the top of it, that's a very good example of it. I'm glad the budget has gone down a bit because I'm going to have to find somebody who really likes that look in order to buy it and make a good profit.
When Sarah met Sarah at the tip in Whitley, she was busy unloading a boot full of floorboards.
Are they your floorboards?
They are floorboards.
Wow, you've got loads of them.
Sarah had hopes as to what the boards might become.
I hope it's something more exciting than a table.
I'll try and think of something more impressive than a table.
Try as she might, the floorboards did indeed become a table. But Norman made sure it wasn't just any table, and it was snapped up by established vintage and retro dealer, the Old Cinema in London. Our Sarah has now returned to Whitley to catch up with the other Sarah to break the whole "it is a table" news.
Hiya.
Hello.
So nice to see you again.
And you?
How are you?
Good, thank you.
I was hoping to catch up with you because I took your floorboards at the tip, and I remember you saying that you've been renovating your back bedroom. Is that right?
Yes, we have been.
Has that all happened now?
I wish it had, but unfortunately it's a bit slow in the progress, but it's getting there, it's getting there.
Oh, fantastic. So when we took them away, I remember you saying, I wonder what you make, anything but a table. Had you thought what we might do?
To be honest with you, I hadn't, but I'm very interested to see.
Well, I work with this fantastic guy called Norman, who is a real old school maker, and I took the floorboards to him, and he loved all the textures on them, and he said, I must make a table out of them. And I went, oh no, and he said, well, no, it's a really great one, I've got lovely ideas. So I brought you some pictures to have a look at. This is how it turned out in the end.
Wow.
So that is now a sort of 6
Well,
to 8.
it's not the straight planks, is it? So it's definitely a very intricate patchwork. That's lovely.
Yeah, so it was snapped up by a London buyer who has a big shop in town, and I have £100 profit from your floorboards, and for you.
That will help go towards making our back bedroom better.
Oh, fantastic. That's a really lovely feeling that's going to go right back to where it came from. Yeah. Well, they were great to work with, and I'm sorry we didn't come up with something more interesting.
But it was lovely. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Lovely to see you again. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
With final costs of £850, Sarah managed to sell the Mosaic top table for £950, which meant £100 profit could be left with Sarah to help finish those bedroom renovations.
Well, I think we got away with that. Sarah said making a table out of her floorboards might be a bit boring, but with £100 in her pocket, I think we changed her mind.
Sarah has salvaged 3 unwanted items from the Whitley Recycling Center. Vivian's old copper pipes were turned into candelabras and candlesticks. Sarah's floorboards were made into a mosaic-style table. And the plastic Heron has been adorned with a new coat of feathers.
So that's 3 more things saved that were destined to be dumped. And we met some fantastic people, created some amazing items, and we turned a pretty decent profit too.